And the Africa Trade Week is continuing in the Ethiopian capital, Addis Ababa. The African Union says the dialogue between experts and ministers will be significant as the continent works towards establishing a free trade area. Now, the AU's Trade and Industry Commissioner, Fatima Haram, says now is the time to proceed with frank talks about making the continent a free trade area by 2017.
What really basically motivated you to come up with this Africa Trade Week, and why now?
We thought that it's really an opportune time now to bring the stakeholder, to get their ideas, to make them participate in this process so that we can move forward before the grand 2017 CFTA. It's very important that to take them now, not to create the CFTA and now say, oh, here is a CFTA, now how do you use it? But really, how do you make a CFTA that is friendly from now, that you can use it, that we can get your ideas?
Ministers, financial advisors, CEOs, and other trade stakeholders from around the world are also here. African experts and ministers are also there. According to your plans, what are you really getting out of this magnificent Africa Trade Week, and is it really something that you've been hoping for?
I think the Africa Trade Week is fantastic. It's fantastic because it's looking for how do you boost intra-African trade, what are the ideas, if you want to talk about structural transformation, Agenda 2063, what does it require from the government side, from the private sector side, from the civil society, academia and women and youth. So I think that is really bringing that side of discussion that we never had before. What is our whole responsibility as African to move Africa, to go to the structural transformation for the job creation? It also brings foreigner, people from the EU, from DFID, and to tell us, the Brexit effects on our trade agenda, on our African economies. The economic partnership that we're negotiating since now UK is out, how is going to be different? We have the US election, how is going to be the future of AGOA. So I think that it's a really exchange of information on to see what is going on, really actually on the global world, on trade issues, and also how do we focus on our continental agenda, how do we move it forward.
Commissioner, the much anticipated continental free trade area is in the oven to be delivered by 2017. Now, this $3 trillion free market area benefiting billions of people across the continent, are you really seeing it happening in 2017?
I think, yes, that's the head of state and government decision. As a commissioner, my role is to make sure that the head of state and government decision is implemented. They have decided about an indicative time of 2017. For me, there is no such thing as indicative. I'm just going with the deadline of 2017. And I think it's doable. We will go. If there is any small problems, they can adjust. That's why they said indicative. But I think it's very important that we focus. It's very important that we have this positive mind. We have a clear roadmap that leads us to 2017.